Good morning, welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy and it's National Christmas Jumper Day. So, got my festive vibe on. Look, got sparklies and also it's got one of these things which, I love those. Used to have, still got it somewhere. Used to have a book that I was forever playing with, rubbing up and down. Remember that? It's here somewhere. Can't really turn my head since my operation. It's a bit annoying. People keep doing that and I'm like, I can't really see. I think some of my mobility is getting better. It's only marginal, mind you. The other day when I had my CT scan, I couldn't lift my arm above my head and keep it there. But I think I'm able to put my hair in a ponytail an awful lot better than I used to. So in some ways I can, and in other ways I can't so much. Oh well, that was laying down and it was the full weight of everything on my clavicle, which is the only bit that hurts now, thank goodness. Apart from I still get that headache from time to time in the back of my head, you know, that dip, occipital bone. I still get that, it's a bit annoying. Anyway, good morning. Not quite straight, there you go. That's better. That was a bit, I'm a bit like that. I like things to be symmetrical, a little bit straight. Can't stand it if they're wonky. I'm not a wonky person, although I live in a wonky house. I do. This house is very, very wonky because it's very old. And it's a nightmare to try and do anything in for Gary. You know, if he's doing any DIY, to try and unwonky the house or to try and bodge what you're doing so it's not wonky. He always has his work cut out for him, but, you know, he manages it. So the good thing is, I didn't tell you this, but the man who came to fit the doors fitted them and they're lovely. It's nice to have new doors. I'll tell you what, it's really nice to have really good locks. I always felt like the house was very penetrable. Boom, door opened, you know, that kind of thing. Although it's Sleepy Hollow around here and you don't really see that many people and it's quite secure in those ways, you know, like you wouldn't do it in London. You'd have 20 locks. But here, it wasn't so much like that. So, but it's nice to that, you know, from my point of view, coming from a different place. Gary's lived here so long that that's his norm. Whereas I lived in a place where you make sure it's locked before you go, you know, that sort of thing. Not that it was rough there, just busier and more built up and more people, and you just we had this awful front door in my house where once you shut it, people from the outside could just open it and walk in like a back door, what you'd imagine a back door. And for some reason they started making new PVC doors with those kind of locks, and they were the kind of things that were, you know, most prevalent. Not the old wooden doors so much, and it was ridiculous. So to actually be secure in your house, you had to lock yourself in. And the kind of door we had a handle you lifted up and then you turn a knob. Then we ended up getting something happened and we had to have the knob replaced. So it was just a key. So you had to lift it up and lock yourself in, which I just left the key in the hole. Because you couldn't get to the key from the letterbox, you know, by putting your arm. Letterbox was very thin anyway. So it was only someone who was kind of starving to death that could actually get their arm in there anyway. But, you know, even with a coat hanger, we tried it and couldn't get in. I think there was one time that Steve did manage to do that. That's the boy's dad. And that's why we changed the lock or something. But anyway, stupid idea that people could just walk in straight off the street. Never really understood why that's so like insecure. Why would anyone do that? Especially like housing groups who are building mass estates, you know. We all know we can walk into each other's houses, so if there's an unscrupulous person at the end of the road, they know that you can just go and try those doors, you know. And there was a real dodgy estate near us where I'm sure they all knew. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I was sitting there one day. In fact, I was walking down the stairs. And as I walked down the stairs, my front door opened and 3 young kids all then started giggling and running away. So they were just like let's go and see if we can get in this house, sort of thing. And then they were confronted by me. And so I phoned the police because I thought they could have been out to rob, you know, opportunistic, grab what they can. Or if not, they need a little bit of a sharp telling off to stop them from doing stuff like that again. So they did catch them. They were still wandering around the estate thinking that, you know, they were high and dry. And they did catch them, and they weren't really on the rob. They were just being stupid. So that's fine. Boy's father came and apologised to me, and I said that's okay. So yeah, stupid idea. They never liked those. But that's where I get my security conscious thing from, because as I was walking down the stairs, some strange person, albeit a young boy, I mean, I won't say little boy, you know, teenage boy, came walking in the house. And that could have been a very different thing. So, you know, and, you know, when you've got computers, etc., you don't want to lose them. So it kind of, to me, I'm more security conscious, not conscience. Anyway, yesterday, Harley went home, and Gary had kept saying to me, "Oh, we're going to have dinner, what we're going to have dinner," and I really had no idea. So I had this brainwave that we could have maybe active fry chips, because they're nice and calorie free, if you like. So I did those, and we had scampi, which Gary likes, and I never really have eaten. But I decided, and I didn't have so many scampi, and he made these like fish steaks as well, which are quite nice. So we had that for dinner, and it was nice actually, but I couldn't eat my fish steak. I was too full up. So later on in the evening, when I sat watching TV, I chopped it all up, and it was quite nice as a little snack in the evening. So yeah, I didn't overeat yesterday. I didn't eat anything naughty and untoward, apart from I polished off all my cereal. So that means I'm never buying that again. I said I wasn't going to buy it again, and I did. It was the honey cornflakes that are gluten-free. And I eat them too quick because I can't leave them alone. It's like cornflakes, you know, never was able to leave them alone, and these are similar. They taste very, very similar. And so now I won't be buying them again. And I made overnight oats. Sorry, Jane, I know you don't like them, but I made overnight oats last night because I figured if I can try and cut back a bit with all of that, so when we do go out for a meal or we have a special dinner because it's nearly Christmas, etc., it's not going to kill me. And I keep saying etc., and I keep reminding myself of Split. It would be a good movie quote, wouldn't it? Who said etc., etc.? But I'll just give it away. Etc. Love that film. And didn't that show... Oh, I don't know his name. I've forgotten it. It's gone out of my head. It showed him to be an amazing actor. The one who played the young child Xavier. I can't remember his name. It's just gone out of my head. But yeah, I loved that film. I loved the trilogy, but the last one, was it Glass? Wasn't so great. I didn't like the ending at all. That was a bit rubbish. So let's do the quote of the Pussycat, which I'm getting sad that it's coming to an end, especially as there was one that took 2 pages up. You know, hopefully they don't do that too often. Look a bit ghostly there, don't I? So this one is, humans show affection to us by grooming with their fingers. They call it petting because they are our pets. Do they understand the social significance of grooming? That the inferior animal, in this case the human, grooms the superior, in this case the cat. Very true. Although my cats from time to time have attempted to groom me. Every now and then one will sand me down with their tongue. Although I have to say that Fluffy's not much of a licker. Well, I was quite glad about that, really, because I'm allergic to their saliva. You know, when you're allergic to an animal, it's not normally the fur. It's the saliva that they constantly lick themselves and stuff. So, my movie quote of the day, oh, Kevin, you're such a disease, was Home Alone. I thought I'd do a nice easy one because I think it had been getting a bit hard. So Julie got it, Linda got it, Jane, Karen, Trina, Gloria, Sylvia and Carol. Wow, that was a lot. Well done, guys. So today is mankind is not evil, it's ill-informed. Well, funny enough, that ties in nicely with what I just said. Little clue. Mankind, imagine me having a lovely British accent, and I've got one, but not as good as this person's. This person reads like Shakespeare. And when this person does Shakespeare, you can understand Shakespeare because of the emphasis that he puts on the right part of the words. Anyway. Might have given it away. Don't know. We'll see. Mankind is not evil. It's ill-informed. And I'm sitting down, which is pretty good. And that's another clue. So that's my movie quote of the day. Not so well acted, but then all he does is sit and be posh. And he doesn't even do this. Giving it away somewhat. Little clues. So today I have no idea whatsoever what we're going to have for dinner. Again, we didn't get anything out yesterday. We're not really doing this very well. We're not actually planning too well. I'm gonna have to sort of go look in the freezer. It's freezing out there, freezing. But I will sort out a wash load because I've got it. It's the same place. We've got the washing machine, the tumble dryer, and the freezer all out the back in the conservatory, which is more of a utility room, really. Not the kind of conservatory where you sit in and look at the beauty of your garden, etc. I did it differently that time. And I don't know why I've got etc. in my brain. Do you ever get stuck on a word? It used to be me. When I was a child, like teenager, it used to be actually. I said actually all the time, and there was a time when I said actually 3 times in one sentence, and I knew then I had to stop it. So I stopped making it. I made a conscious effort and stopped using the word actually. Actually, I started the sentence with actually, said it in the middle, and at the end actually. So, yeah, actually was the thing back then. Now, obviously, it's etc. I will exercise the etc. ghost and get rid of that one. I don't know quite where it's come from. So, got to sort out dinner, go out and plumb the depths of the freezer. Oh, I will get really cold hands doing that. That's not good. I'm going to make a video or 2 over on Rocksteady because I've got some unboxings. I might do that over 2 days though, rather than 2 in one day. And ooh, I've got a few other bits to do for my my hobby rocks. So yeah, I still haven't heard from Ruth. I'm going to ring her and see if she can help me with my order. Get that done. On Saturday, yes, got to see. I'm going to take Gary's brother to his do, like drive him there, and then I'm going to come back and sort out my room that I have there to store all my stuff. So that'd be cool. Anyway, I'm going to get off and I'm going to upload this. I've done all my bits, and I will see you soon. So don't, I can't what I was going to say. Went right out my head. Don't forget, that's it. Don't forget all my videos that are going to be on Rocksteady, and I'm going to sort out a few tutorials to make for Crochet Rocks. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.